Alright, I just thought I'd come at you guys tonight with a quick 2019 Detroit Lions mock draft. This is my first one post combine. I'm going to try to come out with one about once a week. And I might do a full 32 teams if I get enough likes and comments on this. But let's get it moving forward. So, in the first round, the Detroit Lions hold the 8th selection in this draft. There's a lot of things they could do here. I've heard a lot of rumors of them wanting to trade back, which I'm a big fan of. But in this one, I'm not going to do any trades. I'm just going to have them pick where they pick. So in the first round, 8th pick, I have the Detroit Lions drafting Montez Sweat, outside linebacker, defensive end out of Mississippi State. This kid really improved his draft stock at the combine by running a really ridiculous 40. I think it was like a 4.44, I believe, if not faster than that. Ridiculous athlete. I like the way his hips bend. A lot of his film was excellent as well that I seen. So I think it's a need that we need to fill. Depending on what they do in free agency, because that Trey Flowers is that talk's getting real. So, but Montez Sweat, I think that'd be a good pick at pick number 8. Moving on to round 2, we carry the 43rd selection in that round. I have us getting Amani Arauri. I know I slaughtered that, but bear with me. The corner out of Penn State. There's also been a lot of talks of the Lions trying to get Ronald Darby from the Philadelphia Eagles. So this could change, but as of right now, that's who I have us getting. But we'll get closer to free agency starting here, I think the next week or so. So we'll see where that goes. Moving on to round 3, we carry the 88th selection. In this player that I have us drafting, his draft stocks actually fell quite a bit since the combine. And that's Tavon Coney, the linebacker at Notre Dame. This kid has great intelligence. He finds the ball, and he also plays with a lot of passion. Big football IQ as well. Watched a lot of his tape, and I kind of fell in love with this guy. Let's face it, we have one of the worst linebacking cores in the league. And I think Jarrad Davis would be a better outside linebacker rather than inside. I think we could play Tavon Coney on the inside, move Jarrad Davis to the outside, and that would almost solidify our linebacking core. Moving on to round 4. Now this is where things are going to get a little interesting. We carry the 111th pick, and I have us selecting Tyree Jackson, the quarterback out of Buffalo. This kid had an excellent combine. He threw very, very well. Also ran, I think, the second fastest 40 in the combine, as well as putting up a ridiculous amount of reps. He's 6'7", so I think he's going to be a legit number 2 and possibly a number 1 when Stafford gets traded and or decides to retire. Because let's face it, he's been in the league since 2009, I believe. He's not getting any younger. He's going into his 11th season. And I don't know how much more he has in the tank. Moving on to round 5. This is where I have us addressing some more offense. I have us drafting Little Jordan Humphrey out of wide receiver at Texas. I just think drafting another wide receiver here, build a little bit more depth at that position. And Little Jordan Humphrey, he's 6'4", 6'5", has decent speed, great ball skills, high points the ball, which Matthew Stafford loves in wide receiver. Just look at Kenny Galladay. He high points the ball, etc., etc. He's excelled past anyone's ever thought from a second or third round pick. Moving on, round 6, we carry the 184th selection as well as the 204th. With the first pick we have in that round at 184, I have us addressing offense again. This is another need, and it's tight end. Caleb Wilson, tight end at UCLA. We could go earlier for tight end, Noah Fant, whatever, Iowa, greatly increased his draft status at the combine. Which I wouldn't be upset if we traded back and got him in the first and picked up some additional like third or fourth round pick. But in this one, as I said, no trades. So Caleb Wilson, he's the best one on the available on the board still here, and he has good hands, good decision making, great height, a big body, and he can also block, which Detroit likes tight ends that can block. Then with our second selection in this round at 204, we get our, we'll say, change of pace running back. I could have went Bryce Love here, but me being the Michigan State fan I am, I decided to go with LJ Scott. LJ Scott, he's kind of a wild card here. He reminds me a lot of Le'Veon Bell. No, I'm not saying he's Le'Veon Bell, but he reminds me a lot of Le'Veon Bell in the way he runs. He can catch out of the backfield. He runs with power when he needs to. He doesn't really run with patience like Le'Veon Bell does, but that's something you can learn. He is a bruiser when he is on a straight line, which the Lions don't really have since LeGarrette Blount isn't going to be there, I don't think, for much longer. I don't think he's with the Lions anymore anyway. But LJ Scott, I think that's going to be a number 2 running back this year, especially for the 6th round pick. It's pretty good value. Moving on to the 7th round, we also have 2 selections this round at 224 and 229. So here, first pick at 224, I was selecting, sorry about that, guys, Titus Howard, the offensive tackle out of Alabama State. Here I'm just building depth on our offensive line. There's been a lot of questions about our offensive line this year. I think they really will be addressing this in free agency. I think Darrell Williams is available in free agency, so I think they're going to really aggressively try to get him and release Rick Wagner, because Rick Wagner's not getting any younger, and he really hasn't been the greatest pickup that we had as of late. So Titus Howard here, just building some depth on the offensive line. Then our last pick, last but not least, I have us selecting a safety at pick 229, Tyree Kinnell, safety out of Michigan. This kid I watched play multiple times as I'm a Michigan State fan. He has great vision, high football IQ, great passion for the game, and I think he'd be a good package safety for the nickel and also quarter deep and man coverage. Like, subscribe to my channel. Let me know what you guys think of this mock draft. This is just one of the many I'm going to be doing until the draft day. I will come out with a mock draft for all 32 teams if I get enough views. So like, subscribe to my channel. Let everyone know. Leave comments. I'm not objective to anything. Alright, you guys have a great night, and I'll see you later.